Shalom, fam. This is Talia. I want to talk to you about a lady named Hadassah. Well, better known as Esther. I know the Feast of Purim is coming up. I think it's next week, according to the calendar. But I was just reflecting on her story, looking over her book. And some people, when they watch the movie or read the book, they really hone in on her outfit, just, in the remembrance of what she did for her people, approaching the king, being obedient and things like that. But looking at her story, I watched the steps she took towards her situation that was literally life and death. And reading over the part where Esther decided, based off of the news, that for those who don't know the story, the king sent out an edict, sent out an order to eradicate the Jews, the Hebrews, or say not. And she decided to, before she approached the king to talk about that, she decided to fast and pray for 3 days straight without any water and without any food. And she encouraged all the other Hebrews to do the same thing. And, thinking about that, now I know for Yom Kippur, for Yom Kippur, I know that we fast and pray with no water, no food for 1 day. And, looking in Isaiah 58, it says to afflict your soul. Now, I don't know any other way besides fasting with no water and no food for 24 hours that could afflict your soul. I don't know any other method that can. Though for those who have done it, it is very humbling. It is very humbling. And so I know the longest that I fasted for with no food was about 8 days. And looking back at that, it was very humbling. I learned a lot about my body. I learned a lot about how your stomach and your brain talk to each other, how your carnal mind goes out of whack sometimes, and how out of nowhere you just want a cheeseburger or a brownie, and how your stomach cries out for just random stuff. And so for Esther to decide to fast and pray with no water, no food for 3 days, that woman had to have been very humbled. Her carnal mind had to be under subjection. For her spirit man to be strengthened during that time, because it does happen. Your spirit man, your soul begins to be aligned with the Most High. Your hearing gets crystal clear. If you want direction, if you want wisdom, I think that's a very good way to do it. Yeshua had mentioned when you fast and pray. Not if you would like to or whenever you decide. It's when you do it. So I believe that as a Hebrew, you should fast and pray. I'm not saying how many times to do it, but I think in your walk, I think it's encouraged that you do that. I know her spirit man had to have come out like the Hulk, for her to do a step like that. She had the wisdom, had the poise, had the temperance, had the humbleness, had the fortitude to know how to approach this situation. What I'm getting at is, when a situation is in your life that might be life and death, that might be an obstacle to where an authority, whoever holds that authority can have, that decision to, make the situation hard, complicated, whatever the case may be. If you're seeking wisdom, if you're seeking direction, I think that's an awesome way to do it. For her to have the wisdom to know how to do it was awesome. As a woman, to learn how to do that is a skill. Kudos to her for taking that step, because she, coming out of that fast, she knew exactly what to say. The Most High gave her exactly what to do, what to say, to the point where the king, I believe, had no choice but to say, how can I help you? I'm willing to hear you out. I'm willing to hear what you have to say. I know the Ruach had to be in that room at the moment. Every element was right. So I love her for that. I love her for teaching women how to approach situations like that, married or single. That's a good, that's something to take heed to. So that was really important for me. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Reflecting back on that, how to humble yourself and really want to hear and seek wisdom, even outlined in Proverbs 1, understanding, the main bullet points of wisdom, how to talk. It's just, the word is awesome. The word is living. So, it applies today. Esther, still 2018, skills like that still apply today. So thank you for that. I love the word. So till next time, if you have a question, anything like that, I'm still here, guys. Cold season, still here, still maximizing everything that has that the Most High has to offer. So love you guys. Talk to you soon.